for that transaction fee. Yeah. Then Celo has something called generative finance. We've seen as it is a carbon neutral blockchain, so we are leading into the generative finance, that is DeFi. We have a decentralized community which is governed by the stakeholders or people who are within the blockchain. Yeah, so most of the proposals that we do send, people can be able to vote for an upgrade, for any changes that we want, or even an initiative that we would want to do. Then we have cross-chain interoperability. So this is one of the biggest issues that have been there before, whereby you want to transfer value. Let's say you want to transact the value of USDT to another blockchain, but you don't have. So Celo is like the home of stable currency. So right now we have USDT, USDC, all the stable currencies which are popular. You can be able to transfer that value from Celo to any other blockchain. So like I've said, we host a number of stable currencies. Yeah. Then I've talked about carbon negativity. We have ZK SNARK compatibility. So ZK is the zero knowledge proofs. It's compatible with such. Then we have low transaction fee. Yeah. Then the tooling, when it comes to development, you can use any EVM tool, that is Remix, Hardhat, Solidity, any tool that you normally use to build smart contract or develop on Ethereum, you can still use on Celo. That means that there is no steep learning curve for developers. So Celo by numbers, we have a number of projects. We have Alliance for Prosperity, where we have all these guys within the Celo community. We have VCs, we have builders, we have education platform where you can be able to at least interact with Celo. Yeah, so we have like 1 million unique. This number would be different because of MiniPay, but we have 1 million plus unique wallet addresses which have been mapped through the phone number. So we come into Opera Mini. So how many of us have used Opera Mini browser kitambo? I know most of us wametumia Opera Mini. Yeah. So Opera Mini is one of the largest used browser in Africa, and recently we partnered with them to be able to build something called MiniPay, which is a stable currency wallet, which is a mobile-first wallet, and through the browser, people can be able to log in. If you have noticed, for those people who have been in the industry for a while, you've realized like onboarding people to wallet and mobile platforms, it's really hard. Yeah, like if you want to onboard, I remember yesterday people were talking about Mama Boga. So how do you onboard Mama Boga onto the blockchain ecosystem? Yeah. So with wallets, you have to memorize your phrase word. You have to write it in somewhere. You forget what you wrote, maybe because uliandika haraka. Yeah, the phrase word, and yeah, that has always been like the biggest gap in the eco. So Opera Mini, in fact, most of the news like our parents get wanazipatanga kwa Opera Mini because Opera Mini is already pre-installed in their phones. Yeah. So yeah, so simplicity and accessibility is one of the things that really needs to be made to be able to make blockchain or mass adoption of blockchain. So that is what Opera or MiniPay browser uses. Yeah. So these are research they did. I'm not gonna go through into that. Yeah. So we have something called the Celo Camp. We have the Celo Camp. We have the Celo Africa DAO Incubator Program, and I'm gonna talk about them in a few. So I'm gonna start with Celo Camp. So Celo Camp is an accelerator program whereby if you have your startup, if you have an idea that you're building, you can be able to get into that program and be able to accelerate your project in Celo. Then we have the Celo camp right now, the current Celo camp, people are building on Minipay. So if you have an idea that can be able to work on mobile, you can be able to build on it. Then we have the Celo Africa DAO. So Celo Africa DAO, I can talk about the Celo Africa DAO is, we have different activities that we have been doing over the past three or so years, where we have the code jams. I think a number of you have been able to participate through code jam. And then we have hackathons. So through code jams, we prepare developers to be able to learn about the Celo tech stack, how to build, how to deploy on Celo, and then from the Celo code jam, you can be able now to get into hackathons. So we have a really huge hackathon called the Build with Celo. It's a series of hackathons that we recently completed one, where we were building for Minipay, and the theme area was making e-commerce to the blockchain, or adding the e-commerce, adding blockchain into the e-commerce through the use of Minipay. Then we have Celo Camp. I think I've talked about Celo Camp. And then we have investors, and then the company blooms, and then it scales to different places. So Kotani was once part of the Celo Camp in the early days, and I think most people know how Kotani works. Yeah. Then we have this guy from Prentium, who is part of the, that is David, who is part of the Celo Incubator program, and I think there is NetSAS there. They are also part of the incubator program. Yeah. So we've had like 12 teams. The Derek and NetSAS and some few other guys are from Kenya, but we have different ecosystems. That is Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, Uganda, and recently South Africa. Yeah. So these are early stage companies, or yeah. And what we do offer, we offer mentorship across different areas. That is product development, product market fit, customer acquisition, pitch presentation, and business development, and ways to be able to fundraise. As you can see, if you get into the Celo Incubator program, you can be able to get to Celo Camp, which is a global arena, where you can be able to pitch your project to the big fish, yeah, within the Celo ecosystem. Then we have community events. So these events are more focused on awareness. We host onboarding events. We host we sponsor local conferences like this one. Then we have develop relationship. This is where now the education and development, it's more of development focused. That is the code jam and hackathon, and also technical build support. That's what we do at Celo Africa DAO. So the incubator programs I've talked about. So what can you do if you are in this, if you want to really get into Celo ecosystem? So what you can do, you can join us as a mentor. If you have technical expertise, if you have business expertise, you can come in, or if you have money expertise, yeah. if you have that, you can be able to come in and invest in some of these early stage projects and help them to be able to grow. Then you can attend some of our talks. We normally host Twitter spaces and code jams and workshops, where you can be able to get useful information about Celo and how to be able to build scalable applications. I think I've talked about community events. I've talked about Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, Uganda, builders to be able to continue building. So remember, we are building blockchain from the beginning. It was made for the people. So if you are building products that are not being used by people, then you are not helping within the space. You are not helping in transferring that value. So you can join us through the website. You can go through the celoafricadao.xyz website, and you can also join some of our WhatsApp groups and Twitter. Twitter, you can find celo.org. That is Twitter, Celo Kenya, Celo Uganda. If you are from Uganda, if you are from Nigeria, you can join Celo Nigeria. So all those ecosystems host code jams, whereby you can be able to, if you are an employer, you smart contract developer, you can find them there. I think the last bit will be just a small demo. Yeah, I think Ron, it's already on. Yeah, you can share your screen. Just a small demo of some of the applications that you can be able to build on MiniPay and also on Celo. So there is a lot of other resources like we have a wallet called Varora, which is also a mobile first wallet. It uses mobile mapping. It's a really nice wallet. You can also be able to check it. Yeah, we have a lot of developer tools and a lot of things which are going on within the Celo ecosystem. So like I said about the, I don't know if you can utilize that. So if you are in machine learning, if you are into AI, there is some tools which you can be able to use, like orders, which you can be able to use to integrate into your business within. If your application is on Celo, you can use orders to add an AI kind of yeah.
Okay, hello guys. Okay, right. Good. Okay, I'm just going to try not to be a bit technical. I love technical things. Yeah. So I'm just going to make it simpler. So I'm going to show you how you can leverage MiniPay as a consumer for you to save in stable coins, as well as a developer for you to test your products and the DFS. Okay, so MiniPay is built on top of Lola. I mean on top of Paramini. So when you navigate to Paramini, under the app section, just a minute. So as you can see, when you navigate to Paramini, so under the left bottom corner, you can see the MiniPay. So you can launch it. So initially, MiniPay uses your email address to save your seed phrase into your Google Drive, as well as it uses the social connect to map your phone number to your email, to your address or the public key address. So you don't need to know your seed phrase. You don't need to just know anything else. You can just use just phone number in order to send transactions. Okay, so I'm going to start for the developers. So as you can see the navigation on the top right corner. So here you can discover some features literally. So for now we have some dApps like the daily rewards, page one. We have a low fee where you can debit your savings and as well as paying bills with MiniPay. Okay, so for the developers, so you can see the test page staging at the bottom corner. So under the site tester, so initially if you have a dApp and you want to leverage the MiniPay, you can inject your leveling here. Okay, here I will just have simple dApp. As you can see, literally MiniPay is a injectable wallet, so it injects your. Okay, once you have opened your dApp in the MiniPay, it injects itself in your dApp. So as you can see, so okay, this one was just a simple DApp, which also uses the social connect to map phone numbers to your public address. So like you don't need to know the public address, you just need to know just the phone number. Okay, that's one for the builders, and for the consumer. So you can see you can use the MiniPay in order to save like in stable coins. Yeah, like to be inflation and stuff. So like you just need to know I can say just the phone number of like our user. As you can see. And just write to the recipient. Just with their phone number. Okay, currently the phone number is not yet linked to MiniPay. I don't know if you remember my phone number, but I'll link it. then let me just try to send to this guy. Okay, try. Okay, so that's another link to MiniPay. So once you can link to MiniPay, you can use that number in order to send transaction as simple as is. So that's for the consumer. You can stay with stable points. Yeah. Any question?
Okay, you said the MiniPay rides on the blockchain Ethereum, or which kind of?
Okay, MiniPay is built on top of Celo, which is the same on top.
So you mean now every transaction that happens here is posted in a public ledger or something?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So is it an open ledger?
Yeah, it's an open ledger.
Okay. So if somebody now wants to see the transactions, where does he go?
Okay, you can go to the Celo Explorer. You can just inject your address there. You can see all the transaction you've done.
Yeah, the Celo, the MiniPay wallet has settings. You can also still, it's a non-custodial wallet. So you have power to be able to see your private key and wallet address. Yeah, so the only thing which is kind of, let's say, use the word abstracted is being able to have simplicity and accessibility for the normal users, like whereby you can be able to log in with your mobile phone number without having to know the intricacies, like what is behind the scenes. Yeah, yeah. If maybe if I can use an example like for M-Pesa, the reason why M-Pesa is very easy to use, it's because we don't have a lot of information for the user. Like the user only wants to send value. Yeah? So they only need to know the phone number. So yeah.
So now the phone number, when it's posted to the Celo Explorer,
it's not posted. It's not posted.
Okay, let me. Okay, start the phone number. Literally, MiniPay uses the social connect, which when you sign up for the first time, it maps your phone number to your public address. So when you use a phone, you just need to know the phone number of the user. You can send the transaction. So on the I can say on the back end. So like you just encrypt the phone number to the public address. Yeah.
Like in the case where you have your admission number, which is tied to your name. So the only thing you need to give or your ID number. You have the ID number. So the only thing you would want to provide is your ID number when you want to access certain services. But it's not like your details are exposed to the ledger.
Okay.
Any other question? Okay.
Yes, though it's mean and required in terms of security, so that I avoid an email that that's why your seed phrase is sent to everyone.
Okay. Once you sign up on the MiniPay the first time, so it prompts you to input your email address and a password. So the seed phrase, okay. If you're a developer, you know how to like you have used the stuff for MiniPay and the dApps, usually the seed phrase and stuff. So the seed phrase, it's hashed using your phone number, and then saved to your Google Drive. So if you need to back up this account, you can just take another phone, just input your email. We're just going to locate the seed phrase from the drive, put your password, going to encrypt it. Yeah.
Also, the snippet is hashed.
Yeah, with your phone number. Yeah. Phone number and the password.
No.
Any other question?
I think that demonstration is really good. Really good is good because most of people, the ones who are receiving the money, they want to learn about the complicated things. But for you to be able to send the money, you need to have the app, right?
Yeah.
But you need to go through the entire process of having a seed phrase and all of that. But is there an easier way? So for the receiver, it's a good experience. But for me who wants to send crypto to this person who wants to save it, how's the experience better than any other crypto wallet?
So the first thing when you are registering, if you have interacted with a wallet address, wallet application, so you normally have like where you create, even in MetaMask, you only have to like first of all you create the password, then you go copy the phrase word, then you repaste the phrase word, you confirm whether the words zinaenda pamoja, and then you create a wallet, and then it asks you to steal backup. Yeah? But when it comes to MiniPay and Varora, the only thing you do, you put your phone number, the phrase is generated. Initially, for like Varora, you lose your phone. If you lose your phone, that is the only time in Hitachi your phrase one. Yeah? Or if you want to, but you just acquire it from you get it with your email address and then a password. Yeah. So the idea is to just make it easy for anybody to like. Yeah.
Okay, and for the legends, usually you don't need to know the phone number. You can come to the setting and you can just copy like the user public address. Yeah, you can save money from email. Usually, yeah. You don't need to know the phone number. If you know, like you just have that, you can say the agents, which is those who know the basis. Yeah.
Another question. The MiniPay exists as an app itself, or you part of
It's
okay, it's built on top of the pyramid.
Oh, it's built on top.
Yeah, so
it comes with the browser.
Yeah, exactly.
so still you can make it. It's a PWA.
Yeah.
So you can have a shortcut on your phone.
Oh,
Yeah, I have a question. I have a question as an NFT artist. So, is Celo on layer 1 or layer 2?
It's a layer 1 blockchain. So, but there is a proposal to move to Optimism stack as a layer 2, or to build it on Poppy stack as a layer 2.
And what is the native coin for Celo?
It's
Celo.
Okay, lastly, do you have like a marketplace where
Yeah,
Celo, yeah.
there is,
You can check out Celo, yeah.
in fact, there was I don't know whether the grant is still open. There was a grant for creators for Celo through the Celo scheme.
so that is as an NFT artist?
As an NFT artist,
Any
or as
artist.
a creator, or
Yeah.
any creator. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, my question is a diversion from what we're talking about. Yeah, so in relation to backing up your seed phrases in your wallet, but not in your wallet, but in your Gmail address, you realize, okay, kind of that's away from the decentralization ethos. Yeah, and then other than that, my thought on the same, what if someone gets to access your Gmail account somehow, and then they decided to log into your account using your Gmail address? Doesn't that mean that they'll be able to access your wallet and everything that's in it thereof?
Yes, that's actually a good question, and it's something that has always been like a discussion in the industry. And one thing I can say, there is no. The only better. There is no better. I wouldn't say there is a better way to store seed phrase. There is no better way to store phrase. There is no better way. But then we try to like have the best, because there is the encryption with the hardware wallets.
Yeah.
So hardware wallets sometimes they can also be corrupted, and then you lose your keys. But the worst of them all is when you store them in a paper wallet, like where you write the words. Yeah.
Okay, let me just start on that. Okay, for me I can say it's your responsibility to like to safeguard that email address, because even the normal transaction, the investor, if I know your password and I have your gadget, can do the transaction.
Yeah.
So it's up to you.
Next is information check. That's why it's abstraction, right?
Account abstraction.
Account abstraction? No, okay, account abstraction.
Yeah.
That's what allows you to back your
Not to back, to map your phone number to your address, the public
Oh.
address. Yeah.
Okay. So, and then another thing, it's in relation to what you talked about as an NFT creator. You know, most people wouldn't hope to build on the blockchain. I mean, not to build on the blockchain, but to have their NFTs or their artwork on the blockchain. The reason is because they think for themselves that why should I have my NFT on the blockchain if I'm going to pay some transaction fee in order to mint it, yet that the NFT that I'm going to mint here won't even have any meaningful amount of people who are interested in purchasing it. Yeah, so in relation to that, okay, I love what you mentioned about grants for builders building in the NFT space. I think that's one way. Then the second way, why don't there be an NFT marketplace where someone can just mint without having to use gas? Like the NFT platform caters for your minting, which means that if I'm going to put my artwork here, which means that the platform is going to cater for the fees. Yeah, and then where the platform will make the money is when they sell, when the artist sells the NFT. So if the artist sells the NFT, that's where the platform makes the money. So they can cater for your fee, and then when you sell it, which means the artist will make the money. This will empower the platform to also want to promote the artist's artwork. We realize that most platforms just, most people mint on NFT marketplaces, but there's no promotion for their NFT artworks. Yet these NFTs might be something of substance and of high demand. Yeah, but due to lack of promotion or lack of recognition for these NFTs, then it means none will purchase them. And then a third thing, if there was like actively, the NFT marketplaces actively go out there to seek people who they can collaborate with. Like for instance, let's say if we created an NFT marketplace that suits the African market specifically, we'd go to the different African creators and then approach them, tell them, okay, you can come and create on our platform. And then if these artists, because these artists already have a presence in their, let me say their traditional work, they have an audience that wants to buy the NFT, which means that already there are people who want to buy that NFT. They can easily draw people into the blockchain. I think that will be able to pull more people into the blockchain, first of all, and then second of all, it will create real demand for NFTs and real value for them. And those are just my thoughts.
Yeah, I have a question. Patent that idea.
Yeah?
Patent that idea.
Have I?
Patent.
No, I've not.
Interesting.
I'm going to steal it. We can build it.
And you said you have
I have a comment on that.
Yeah.
So we have different types of tokens.
Yeah.
And we have utility,
Yeah.
we have security, and then we have the main coin. Main coin falls under, I don't remember the category main coins falls under, because they cannot be security or utility.
Yeah.
Now, utility tokens are different types of, there are different types of classes of utility tokens. So utility tokens, we have platform tokens. So platform tokens are tokens that allow you to have access to like a particular platform, like in Ethereum, Celo. When you're building your smart contract, you need those tokens to be able to deploy your smart contract. So that is a utility token and a platform, like access.
Like
You want
that,
to have
you're talking
access.
examples, gas fees.
Yeah,
and
gas
such,
fees,
platform.
those are like utility tokens for
Yeah.
accessing the platform.
Yeah.
Even in real life, we have places or places where people need to have particular access, like membership. Yeah?
Mm.
So we have membership fee, we have such. And another thing is, if you are creating value, you need to create value with value in a way. Like you need to create money with money. So if you're building an NFT marketplace, you have already made your calculations. I'm gonna make this particular amount of NFTs, and this is the amount of money that I would want to make out of these NFTs.
Yeah.
So you've done your math, and this is the profit that I would want. Yeah. So that's what I can say. So the platform itself, like let's say Celo, Ethereum, they would really want to also be able to make money out of, and that's why they have the tokens, so that you have a demand for that. Yeah. So if you want your yeah. So I think answer you on we can discuss baadaye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can. All right. Please give them a round of applause, guys. I'm sorry for cutting the short. No, nilikuja kwa upole. That was 15 minutes ago. But please reach them out in case of other questions. Go to the lunch area. I will see you back at the conference in 45 minutes. I'm hiring you because we still have a long afternoon ahead, or rather an exciting long afternoon. All right? Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate. All right. Let's get going. Thank you very much.